Hello and welcome to another video. Today I am going to be looking at 5G, specifically Verizon 5G in Columbus, Ohio. So I don't live in Columbus, I live around Columbus outside of 5G area. I have a 5G phone, so I decided to drive around Columbus a little bit and see what kind of speeds I could get and where and how good they were in different areas. So let's take a look at some of the results I got. Okay, for this first test, I got really good speeds. I was in the outer edge of Columbus in a residential area, specifically about right here, and speeds were really good, even being kind of in a residential neighborhood. All right, for this one, I was in a major intersection in Columbus, and I got even better speeds. It wasn't too far from where I was. And then for this next one, I moved a little bit further in, still on a main area where I was getting a really good signal, and this is about the best speed that I found when I was out today, getting over 300 megabits a second. So that's about as far in as I went. I didn't go downtown Columbus or anything, where the speeds might be even better, but I've seen some crazy speed tests with some just ridiculous speeds, and I kind of wanted to go around and see what kind of speeds I would get, especially in residential areas. Just kind of curious on what kind of speeds there are and how consistent it is. If you lived in a residential area there, what you'd be looking at if you were able to get one of those home 5G internet. And it does seem pretty spotty. This next test, I'm getting about 60 megabits per second, and this is in another residential area down the road. All right, here is a neighborhood that's south of Columbus in Grove City, a nice suburb area on the outskirts, and speeds are really good there. That would be beating any 4G coverage, and probably better than most cable internet. But as I go into another neighborhood, the speeds are not that. So as we start this test, I'm actually connected to 4G, and then it switches over to 5G. So I'm kind of on the line here, and the speed shows it. The speeds are comparable to what 4G is. And if you're far on the outskirts of where 5G is, it's definitely not worth it at all. It'd actually be better if you could actually switch over to your other network, because I'm barely getting a signal here. I'm several miles south of the outer belt in Columbus, and it's really bad. So it would be nice if I could switch over to 4G at this point, because the speeds are horrible. Okay, so that was all the testing I did. I didn't go all over the place, but I was really curious to see what kind of speeds I would get out there. I live out in the country, so I've been monitoring what's available and what the best options are out here. I've made a couple other videos on T-Mobile's 4G home internet, which has been pretty good. As it would be very cool to get 5G and those awesome speeds, it's probably not going to be here for quite some time for those of us that live out in the country. And even if you are in one of those areas where you can get it, you're going to have to probably test around a little bit, see if you're in one of those areas where you can actually get a good strong signal, because it does look like it's pretty spotty. Definitely good for your cell phone when you're moving around. You're going to be hitting a lot of those high-speed areas, especially when you're close to the road where all the towers are and where you're going to get this best speeds. But for residential, some places it's great, some places it's not, and some places it's really not. So that's all I got for my little look here at 5G on Verizon in Columbus. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.